Michael's Kitchen. We got a good one today. As I mentioned earlier, I do a lot of traveling, and years ago I went to Chicago, and I'm again from New York, and you know we have our New York slices, and I had I think it was called Pizza Company or Grinder Company, downtown Chicago, and I had a pizza bowl, and it was phenomenal. Today we're in the mood for pizza, so I said, babe, we're gonna try something new. So follow along as we make our version of a pizza bowl in Michael's Kitchen. So, the things we're going to need for today's episode are, for the dough, and I already have the dough, I've already made it. We'll be sure to put a link in the description of the dough. But for our dough, we're going to need 3½ cups of bread flour, yeast, a tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of honey, and a tablespoon of lard. Combine that. Put it in a warm place, let it rise, and this is what you're going to be left with. For the meatballs, we're going to do 1 pound of lean beef, about 90-10, 1 pound of ground pork, 1 cup ricotta cheese, 1 cup Parmesan cheese, about 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs, 2 eggs. Of course, I use basil in my meatballs, and of course, you know we're going to add garlic. I'm going to do a tablespoon of adobo and a tablespoon of Goya Total seasoning for my meatballs. And then the star of the show is our sauce. And for our sauce, we're going to have a half a white onion chopped. We're going to do a can of San Marzano tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, a tablespoon of oregano, tablespoon of sugar, salt and pepper to taste, and of course, you guys already know garlic is going in there. So again, I'll break all this down, but follow along as we make our tasty pizza bowls. I'm going to start making my sauce. So I'm going to grab some olive oil. I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons of olive oil at the bottom of my pan, and I'm going to sweat off these onions. So to this pot, I'm going to add in that onion that I already chopped up, and that I'll sweat off. So I've sweated off my onions; they are translucent. I'm going to go ahead and add my 3 cloves of garlic crushed into this concoction. Garlic has been in there for about a minute. I'm going to get my gloves only because I'm going to try to not make a mess. Take my can of the San Marzano tomatoes that have already peeled, and as they come out, I will crush them in my hand and break them all up into the pot. So I'm going to give this a quick stir after adding those tomatoes, and to this I'm going to add a tablespoon of sugar, tablespoon of oregano, and 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. 1, 2.
What's your measurement?
It's my scientific measurement. I will add also 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, but I'll get that all going up here. Now I'm going to add some salt, about a tablespoon, and the same pepper. I'll taste this an hour into it. Well, after about 30-40 minutes, I'll taste it and see how it is with seasoning. And if I need to add more salt, I'll add more salt. Maybe add more pepper, I'll add more pepper. Meatball time. I already mentioned what I was going to be putting in here. So we got my ricotta cheese, my basil, my Parmesan cheese. And again, just a friendly reminder, we'll put a link over here to one of the videos that has the complete breakdown for this particular recipe, and it's killer. So be sure to try it. It's phenomenal. But I'll put that here. But I'll combine all these ingredients and start forming my meatballs, and I'll give you a little update in a few minutes. Well, this is that meatball we did for that video we did for the Stromboli meatball, the meatball and spinach Stromboli, and it came out so good that we're doing the same recipe again, but we're going to use it for something different. Time for the oven. Just heard it beep. It's going in 400-degree oven for 20 minutes. And got the meatballs in, and as I'm making the meatballs, the CEO says, why don't you make sausages? And as you guys know, I listen to her. When she wants it, we make it, so gotta keep her happy, right? Happy wife, happy life. Anyways, that said, I got my sausages going on here. Special shout out to Antonio, who's commenting down below on a couple other videos. Deidre and Ruthie. Keep the comments coming. We love it. So thanks for your support. Thank you again for your support. Meatballs have just rang and they're ready to come out. Had them in there for 20 minutes at 400 degrees. Then I put the broiler on for 2 minutes. And that's how I got the color on there. Just going to flatten out this dough and make a nice little circle to cover my pizza bowl. I'm gonna keep on working this dough until it's wide enough.
It's getting bigger.
Getting there. Oh yeah, that's perfection. We're getting there. Time to start building. So first things first, I'll get some olive oil in this little ramekin, and then I will take my olive oil, and I got my bowl, remember I told you pizza bowl. I'm going to take an olive oil brush, and I'm going to coat the bottom of this bowl with olive oil. Obviously we don't want things to make difficult to clean later on, but we also want it to be easy to come out. Then I'll take mozzarella cheese, and I will line this all the way around with mozzarella cheese on the base. So I got the mozzarella lined in the bowl, and I'm gonna put 3 slices of fresh mozzarella on the bottom because I want it really cheesy. I'm gonna go ahead and place 3 or maybe 4 meatballs on the bottom of my, oh, that's actually too much. It looks too much, no? 3. Then I will go ahead and take off a ladle of that gorgeous sauce we made earlier, and I'm gonna go ahead and put in two ladles in there because I don't want it to be emptied out. That'll go in there. I will take my pizza dough, which you guys saw, and I'll spread that over the top of our bowl. And there's our pizza bowl ready to go in the oven. We got 4 bad boys. Mine is the one with the red pepper flake. I don't know why it's mine. We'll find out when I upped it out. And this one, this little red dot here, that's the CEO's. This is for whoever else joined us. And now we're gonna get in the oven. So this is a little heavy. So before I do that, I will open the oven.
Yo no podría ver para ti.
And then I will do, these will go in at 400 degrees for 10 minutes, and we'll check that and see how the color is. So the masterpieces are done, and if you guys can tell, this apron started out cleaner much earlier, but flour flying everywhere. So I'm gonna make a little topping spread. So I'm gonna take 2 tablespoons of butter and put that in a ramekin. And then I'll put in 2 cloves of garlic. And then I will put in a whole bunch of Italian grinder. That will be what I cover the pizza bowls when they come out of the oven. So they've been in there for a total of 12 minutes, and they are ready to come out. And look at the color on that. Look at that. And while they're out, I'll take my butter, garlic, Italian seasoning, and I'll just cover the tops up. Make a little garlic crust, if you will.
That looks good. And it smells. Now I can smell the garlic.
My masterpieces are out of the oven and they look good. I basted them already. I'm going to go ahead and take one off, flip over, and there's my pizza bowl. Switching, because I want to make sure I get a good cover here. Get the bowl, and there's your cheese. Oh my God. Look at that. How's that look?
Good.
Oh. There you go. He is
So
good
cheesy.
to go. All right, time to taste the masterpiece. The dough is in there. As you guys can see, the meatballs are protruding. The cheese is all ooey and gooey. The sauce, which by the way, the sauce came out perfect. Perfect. If anything out of this entire recipe, you should taste that sauce. Anyways, let's go in and see what we're working with. I don't even know where to start. I'm just too excited. So I'll take a little pizza wedge. I'll make sure I get some of that gorgeous meatball. The cheese is still stringy.
Hot. I know, it smells good.
No.
That is it all.
You don't know. This is...
Oh, I'm going to know.
This is phenomenal. Guys, thank you so much for the support. We appreciate it more than you'll ever know. Like the video if you like the video. Comment down below. We love the comments I mentioned before. And don't forget to subscribe for more. That said, a buen tiempo.